past is ancient history. Rodder's intentions were to sway me back to his side.
That's not good enough, Count. Why didn't you tell us that this was all your fault?
Father, it wasn't just your research that let him revive the Grey Host. The actual procedure was your creation.
You don't understand. Please tell me you found out more about the Darkstorm. The others see conspiracies where there are none. Just past sins that I thought long buried. They say you found everything that Rodder wanted me to discover. Tell me about the Sundered Land, the Night Hollow's studies, and the secret of the Keystones. Remember the journey Rodder sent me on? The one you took in my place. It was to follow in his footsteps, to see how he reached this moment in time. This stone, it's a shard of oblivion lost in our world. How would that help him save the Grey Host? To see the void through Night Hollow eyes. Yes, it's written in the tongue of the first vampires. I can read it, but barely. In addition to other things, this is basically a spell book. It's full of rituals to appease and make use of the Dark Heart. Was the point to show me the inner workings of the mysterious dwarven keystones? We know Rodder used one to link the Dark Heart's power to not only the orrery, but to the Grey Host as well. I can feel the pull of the heart just thinking about it. What you discover doesn't tell us much about the Darkstorm, at least not yet, but the picture is beginning to form in my mind. Rodder's letter provided one more clue. He claims to have a laboratory inside this very structure. We just have to find it. It's true that Rodder often relied on myself and later Zingalis to handle his research and experiments. But he wasn't without his own skills when it came to arcana and alchemy. I suppose, during his long isolation, he had to increase his aptitude. Who would remain behind that could stand against Rodder? I fear that even together we would be hard-pressed to stop him. We'll need every advantage for the end battle, should it come to that. Perhaps if I can learn how to call upon the darkness. The darkness crashes against my mind like waves slamming into the shore. It can be distracting. I can function normally, with the occasional need to pause and let the sensation pass. I can't yet control the darkness, but I haven't been idle. Using my auramancy, I turned the magic on the orrery itself. I learned much about how the orrery operates. It is quite fascinating. I also ascertained the approximate location of Rodder's laboratory, but a more thorough search is required. Come, Ravenwatch, Titanborn. We can't let the specters of the past distract us from our mission.
Very well, Count.
I'll remain by your side as we search. think we're getting closer. A moment. I sense... Rodda has been this way. Rodda has been working in secret for a very long time. His laboratory will no doubt be well concealed. Our search must be thorough. Careful! That Night Hollow vampire radiates with the power of the Dark Heart.
Vengeance for Lady Belay! Witness what a taste of the Dark Heart can do!
Rodda's laboratory. I see. Yes, this is it. I can feel the echoes of Rodda's work here. Rodda has taken my research in directions I never imagined. Dwemer machines, Night Hollow rites, Reach witchcraft, all arrayed around that pedestal. Yes, I'm beginning to see how the pieces you retrieved fit together. He's building a bridge through the void. The Oblivion Shard serves as a lodestone to point to his destination, but Cold Harbor is precisely the place he would want to avoid. Rodda has always sought to escape Molag Bal's hold on his soul. Cold Harbor is the place where Bal's power is absolute. It makes no sense, unless Cold Harbor isn't his destination. Gather the others. We need to recreate Rodda's ritual. Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow rites. You must manage the Dwemer machines controlling the tonal, etheric, and kinetic energies. I will attempt to scry the stone and direct you accordingly. These Dwemer devices, they are similar to pieces of the orrery itself. They manipulate various cosmic forces, tonal, etheric, and kinetic, to chart the expanse of the void. You must keep these forces under control for my scrying to succeed. The components you retrieved from Bathar Zel showed me that the keystones consist of these same sorts of devices, just on a smaller scale. As I conduct the ritual, I'll indicate what parts of the process require your intervention. Be on your toes. Rodda pointed us to the means and method of recreating his work. There's something he wants for me to see here, and I believe the only way to truly understand what he's done is by repeating it ourselves. I only hope the risk is worth it. We are attempting to harness forces never intended to be combined to peer into the infinite, churning chaos we call the Void. I only suggest we try because it appears Rodda has proven it can be done. Besides, we have no other choice. Now to begin, start by adding etheric power. Now, quickly. I need more kinetic power. Now, some tonal energy.
It's the reach ritual. It's catalyzing too quickly.
Quickly, help Fenorian. We're losing kinetic energy. I need more. Need an influx of etheric power. Gwendis needs your help with the Night Hollow Rite. Adjust the tonal frequency, quickly. We almost have it, just a little more. I'm losing control of it. Reduce the kinetic energy. The Night Hollow Rite is surging. Help Gwendis. The tonal harmonics are in discord. Change the output. Fenorian, we'll need the alchemical reaction soon. Recalibrate the etheric power. It's too little. The kinetic mechanism is off balance. Set it right. We're close. Help Gwendis with the Night Hollow Rite once more. Catalyze the reach alchemy now! Initiate a total cascade, and hang on! I can see it! I can see everything! Rodder found it. A piece of land sundered from the Reach, caught between Mundus and Oblivion. It is both and neither, outside the grasp of Bhaal, or any prince for that matter. He plans to gift the Grey Host with his sanctuary. Don't you see? In their own realm, free from Molag Baal's tyranny, the Grey Host can live forever. And with the connection to Mundus and the power of the Dark Heart, their conquests might never end. And now I see the purpose of the Dark Storm. The Dark Heart. Rodder's drawing on its power. I can feel it tearing away. To the orrery. Hurry. To the orrery. Hurry. Rodder! Stop! Don't make me fight you!
This is the chance you never thought possible. The door to our salvation stands open, Verandis. Come, finish what we started. All will be forgiven.
Brother, don't do this!
The void energy is consuming you, Verandis. I can show you how to control it. Just follow me.
What happened? Where'd the bastard go this time?
He's gone, Lyris. To the one place where he can complete his plan. I understand it all clearly now. Rodda has opened the gateway to his sanctuary. In that distant realm, he can summon his Darkstorm using the power of the Darkheart. He'll consume the Reach to fulfill his promise. No. Not good at all. The Darkstorm requires power on an unprecedented scale. Darkness that will cover the Reach and send every mortal soul it touches into the Darkheart. In turn, the power of the heart will flow through the orrery to feed the storm. It will tear the Grey Host from Molag Bol's clutches and preserve them for eternity in his sanctuary realm. Death will become as much a petty inconvenience to them as to any Daedra. They will become truly immortal. To end the Darkstorm, once it's begun, I need to enter Rodda's sanctuary realm and take control of the ritual. I can't ask you to join me, but I won't dissuade you if your course is set. Just know that I can't guarantee you'll be able to return. Rodda showed us the door, and we forged the key. I have to follow. I have to stop the Darkstorm, for as you have seen from Rodda's Auramancy, this monstrosity is my creation. Whether you decide to accompany me or not, know that I value our friendship. Rodda has started the ritual in his sanctuary realm. I can feel the pull in the darkness. Soon the Darkstorm will consume the energy in the Darkheart. Then more people of the Reach will die to feed the heart and power this apocalyptic storm. Rodda aligned the orrery in order to make his escape. Use the keystone on the dwarven mechanisms that control it. That should open a breach we can travel through. Then, maybe, I'll have a chance to stop this storm I created. I never intended my theories to be turned into reality. When my research into a way to grant mortals the same immortality as vampires kept leading down dark paths, I abandoned it. I should have also destroyed it. Rodda corrupted it for his own ends. When you're ready, activate the mechanisms on each of those platforms in sequence. This process should be less risky than what we attempted earlier, I believe. Rodda has already aligned the device to point to our destination. Theoretically, we need only reactivate the orrery to open the gateway. Be on your guard, nevertheless.
I'm holding you to that. Understand? You're really just going to hurl yourselves through the void and hope for the best? I was really hoping Verandis had something tricky up his sleeve. I guess there's nothing left to do but smack Rada al-Saran in his self-righteous face. You just bring Verandis back. Promise me. You better. The only reason I'm agreeing to stay behind is because you're going with him. I can count on one finger the number of people I'd trust with this. So get this done. We'll be waiting to hear all about it when you get back. Well, this is it. The portal that leads to Rada al-Saran, to the Darkstorm, and to the end of all this. Whatever that is. Now you sound like Verandus before a trip. I swear not to wreck the place while you're gone. And if the Grey Host shows up to start trouble, I'll stop them from wrecking it too. So get going already before I change my mind.
I can almost understand it. Rada al-Saran's desire, I mean. The unpleasantries of living with this curse have haunted me a long time. The thought of what awaits me in the afterlife fills me with no less dread. Anyone would seek an escape. I'd be lying if I said no. But the price of salvation is too high. Rada al-Saran will doom thousands of souls to fates worse than death so that he and his chosen can escape. I don't need an eternity with that on my conscience. You and my father will see this through. I know it. Just come back, all right? You both still owe me a proper reunion. I'll do all I can to keep the orrery in alignment, but I don't know how long it can sustain this. I don't believe it was designed to have this amount of power coursing through it. I'm fairly certain the dwarves built this as an observatory to chart the void. What we're doing is more akin to plunging a telescope into a fathomless depth, so we can slip through the tube without getting wet. Let's hope it doesn't spring a leak.
This is it then. Everything that happened in Windhelm, Solitude, and Markarth. It all leads to this. To Rada al-Saran. More than ready. I've sworn my blade to thrones and causes, but my blood and bones are Nord. If Rada al-Saran thinks he can ravage my homeland and get away with it, he's about to be very wrong. Besides, who else is gonna watch your back? Trying to scare me off? I know what we're getting into. But if we do get stuck in some lost realm of oblivion, I could think of worse company. Now, let's stuff the talk and kill this bastard. Can't say I'm looking forward to another romp in oblivion. I've seen enough of the place for 10 lifetimes. Let's make this a quick trip, alright? Every place I've visited in oblivion has been different. Chains and machines for Molag Bal. Endless libraries for Hermaeus Mora. Each realm shaped by its prince. But Rada al-Saran chose a place beyond their reach. Guess we'll soon find out.
We are about to travel into the unknown. Take a moment, speak to our companions. Make whatever peace will calm your soul. When you're ready, we shall enter the portal together. No. Nothing else needs to be said. I have worked all my life to atone for the hubris of my first years as a vampire. Rada went to great lengths to remind me of my damnation. And I still can't control the darkness racing through my blood. I may not be able to do what must be done. Those words keep returning to haunt me. They never fail to make me feel foolish. Both for having said them, and for doubting them. Things may look hopeless from here, but there may be a better vantage on the other side. Only one way to find out. The portal into the Dark Heart stands open and waiting. Let's just hope it leads where I think it does. As ready as I can be. I don't have the luxury of walking away this time. Let's get moving. The more active the Dark Heart becomes, the harder it is for me to concentrate. It's like a constant barrage of noise I can't hear, but I can certainly feel. Exactly I have no idea. But Rodda aligned it to open a specific destination. I can sense the dark storm gathering, so we must have reached it. Of course, the chaotic forces of the Void may change our trajectory and hurl us into the vast emptiness.
I expect you back before Fenorian gets bored. Don't make me come in there after you.
We shall endeavor to return shortly. Farewell, my friends.
Are we leaping into the gaping portal or not?